Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hold on, let me check. Can y'all guys hear me? One, two, three. One, two, three. Um, Let me go check the settings. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay, I believe y'all should be able to hear me. I'm not sure. All right, so I'm home now. I just finished grocery shopping. I'm doing it, and it's getting pretty. I try to do it as in a notable fashion. People saying, "What are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? Well, that cart that cart that I had that had neck bone, ham hock, pigtail. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you would get for collard greens. You get for a hefty Thanksgiving dinner. I know because my family now we host those types of dinners. You know what I'm saying? I don't whatever y'all get, that's on y'all. Respectfully, I can respect that. That's what my family we enjoy. We enjoy the classic Southern type of dinner. But as I looked at it, as I looked at it, they had the meats, those type of meats for seasonal meats, off to the side. Now I know y'all saying, well, neck bone, ham hock, and stuff. No, they do have a seasonal tradition, especially in the southern areas. Neck bone, ham hock, pigtail, uh, certain types of turkey legs and stuff. They do have a certain type of uh, seasonal type of claim that we enjoy. I'm in the South. That's just something that we enjoy. We like to buy, but they cost. Oh yes, they do cost. And seeing it, seeing it how a lot of people cannot afford. I know y'all gonna say, well, what do you mean a lot of people can't afford? This is actually a thing. I enjoy it whenever you're at a grocery store, a local grocery store, or eatery, and you start talking with people, and that was a concern that a lot of Americans were having. A lot of Americans were having that of a concern of having a full spread. Now, to some people that don't want to address it or don't want to talk about it, you can start noticing by now that a lot of people, especially with the erosion of the family model, that of coveting certain traditions or lifestyles, those can become costly. Yes, certain traditions are costly. Buying gifts, buying food, buying certain decorations. Everybody can't do that. I think this is why you're starting to see the nuance of negativity of the have and the have nots. And that was something I've seen. I've been on that receiving end that where when I was coming up, I didn't always have. I didn't always have that type of means of money. Now I am in a blessed position to where I can afford, I can do, and I can go out and spend on. But it did hurt. It did hurt seeing other people coming out there, and they were trying to shop around to see what could they afford to put on the spread. Now my cart for just meat just alone of the meat that ran me up to at least $200. That's not including my greens. That's not including other types of spreads of food. That was just my meat. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed the lady said, "Oh my God, boy, you a big baller. You a big baller for a young man." And I said, "No, I work a lot. I work a lot, but I also understand that my wallet is going to take a hit. My wallet is going to take a possible hit to this because I am feeling that weight. I am feeling that type of pressure of getting groceries and also like, dang, like I didn't even get enough yet. I'm just getting just what I think I need for right now. Like the list is still coming in. My mom is still hitting me up. My dad is still making orders of things that he got that he want to get. Some stuff that wants to be done. And listen, this is under no circumstance. This is BMT shaming anybody, but get what you can afford. Get what you can afford to maintain or handle. And some people already know in their back of minds that they probably won't be able to afford anything. That if it's just enough to keep the lights on. And that's something that's not being talked about. Like I can tell you right now, like I know a lot of Chinese restaurants, they will be open during the holidays. Most most um most non-traditional Americans, they don't care for the holidays. It's just a day for them, just another day, you know. So how we have that good old, TBS, broadcasting showcase of, oh my gosh, like, what I'm saying, I'm not sure how many of y'all grew up on watching TBS and the Silent Nights and all this. I grew up as a kid watching that kind of stuff. I still do sometimes whenever I get time. I go watch that stuff. I sit down with my kids and I watch those old classics, the Griswolds, or different things that showcase the American spirit. What up, Deidre? You know what I'm saying? What's up, BMC? Definitely making a smart dinner. No, and I mean that's do what you men can do, but what's not being talked about, and let me know if I need to drop the link. I'm telling y'all why a lot of people have a good negative disposition because they know deep down they will not be able to afford a certain lifestyle of a dinner. They won't be able to afford to do certain stuff that they would like to do because they don't have the money. They don't have the station right now. You know what I'm saying? And it starts to bring that of a negative type of worship of if I can't have it, nobody else should have it. What's going on, D the Rail? What's going on, BK from the Rockies? What's going on, D? What's going on, Jeff? Like I'm seeing this right now. Why there's such an anti-traditional, anti-family, anti-talk about people who do these type of things. And I'm not banging down. I don't want nobody to say, "Oh, so PMT, you talking about?" No, listen, dude, take the emotions out, ma'am. Take the emotions out. Like this is a reality that a lot of people do not want to actually look at and touch on because it hurts. It really does hurt because knowing that, damn, I may not have the means, like I can't do it. So then you start to come at other people. You start attacking other livelihoods because you're not within that position to do that. And it sucks. I don't know why people are trying to skate over that. Like, like again, I want you to understand the meat alone ran me up $200. Meat was was what was my meat? My meat was 210, I didn't get all the meat. I still haven't got the smoked ham. I haven't got the butterball turkeys. I didn't get those yet. They haven't. You know what I'm saying? I haven't talked about that. Like, and listen, I'm not doing the thing where, oh well, we're just gonna skip it. No, I don't do that. I'm not doing that. That just means I have to pick up the cost. But understand this, like, this is why certain group, like, you gotta understand, like, yo, you're going to probably have to go harder. Some people are just not gonna have. Some people understand that, yo, like, and listen, under no circumstances, if you're not where you want to be, maybe you might have to start actually preemptively start shopping ahead of time. Start going out there and buying piece by piece and putting it together. I see a lot of people out there. It doesn't matter. Well, black folks, no. People in general in America are hurting, trying to scrape together, not just to get. Understand this. Thanksgiving dinner is an additional. It's an additional variable dinner by itself. That's an additional dinner. That's including if you can afford travel, if you can afford hosting or going to certain places. Because we also got to think that some people do not have the mature skill set. Mhm. Some people do not have the mature skill set to be able to have dinners. This is why there's been such a anti. Well, if I don't got it, nobody should have it. I can't do it, then nobody should be able to do it. Nah, bro. Like, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's not how. That's not how I'm rolling. I'm not rolling like that. I'm not rolling like that. That just means you got to work harder. And a lot of people don't want to talk about it because it's a reality that some people say is your flight. Don't let your flight be caught in the wintertime. And I kind of got annoyed even with my father when my dad was like, I was like, damn, like, daddy, this costs a lot. He said, boy, I paid more than you did. I said, what do you mean? I'm like, dang, man, like, you don't know what's in my pocket? Boy, get the damn meat. But I'm lucky enough that my father and my mom, what I'm saying, they also are, like, we have different people who are stepping in to fill in the gap. If you don't got it, just it's okay. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not a shakedown. But this is something I don't. I think this is why we're starting to see the antiquated. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. People coming to me about, well, do you know what America? Do you know what Thanksgiving is really about, or what is behind it? Listen, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for people in my circle. Okay, all the other political nuances and shit, I leave that out. I do not care to throw that around. Maybe for some people, guess what? They don't like it. That's fine. For me, hey, my reasons of why I don't mind it, that's cool. I get it. Ooh, the colonizers. But guess what, damn it? I'm still celebrating that shit. I'm still gonna do that. I'm still gonna be thankful and blessed for what I have done. What I have done. I ain't shaming nobody on what they done. Okay? Y'all want to go bang and say, I'm not selling this because of the white man. Just say you don't got the money. Just say you don't got the money. Shit. That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. Just say I don't got the money. You say that shit, I'm okay. I'm okay. But don't make it about no, well, I don't want to do this. Nigga, stop. 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 Y'all steady trying to do that same shit, man. Is it low? Hang on. Now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How about now? Can y'all hear me now? Testing, 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 testing. Okay. Just let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear me now? I think I had an app on that was taking from there. But look, look, man, look. Some of y'all gonna have to stop trying to um you know hold on to certain ailments of issues you have. Y'all gotta drop down off of that, man. Spend to your means and budget to you. That's the name of the battle. Buy some rice. You can get some Cornish hens, some chickens. You can put together a nice little dinner. You can go get some green beans. You can go get all that. You can get all of that. So what you need to do is you just need to actually do the best of your abilities. You know what I'm saying? But um this is going to get a lot rougher. Some people will not be able to afford that. Of There will be people that will not be able to enjoy these two holidays back to back. They will not be able to enjoy Christmas as well as Thanksgiving. If you have, and some people are sadly having to choose: do I keep the lights on, or do I go out and go buy gifts? You know what I'm saying? Black Friday, listen, they still don't be coming down on food prices on Black Friday. They still don't do that. They're not gonna do that. They're still high as hell, man. Okay, turn your mic. I barely hear you. All right, let me go to my TV, man. Let me go over. This is now. Hang on. All right, how about now? There we go. I wasn't trying to sit in front of a computer. I'm not trying to do too much, but I will definitely say, looking at this right now, especially for a lot of American, especially for a lot of people, like right now, trying to do the cost for the overhead. Some people are having to choose or look at that. This is not going to be something like, I'm not telling y'all to go out and start doing some collab of dinners and all the other shit. Like that's not my design or play. But I am definitely noticing that this is something that we won't be able to overlook. Like something is definitely happening to the price gouging of a lot of stores, that the cost of meat is going up, the cost of milk, dairy, grains. I mean, depending on what kind of quality bread you do have, depending on what kind of quality of bread you do have. But I know people trying to get Hawaiian rolls and shit. They're trying to go get those. They're trying to get those sorts of things, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good indeed. I've already accepted. Like I took on one person. I took on one person. Thank you, Mella. But looking at how it's going to go down, um, more so, the American populace, and this is something I want y'all to say and start to actually take into consideration. I make my own bread. No, that's very good, Iman. Not a lot of people have that kind of skill set where they can make their own bread. Not a lot of people do have that type of skills, like where they can cook. Being able to make green bean casserole or being able to cook, that's listen, cooking is a skill. First of all, let me get that out the way. Cooking is a skill. So I would tell anybody, if you can cook, if you know how to cook and throw together quick meals, listen, I would charge $300 to $400. I don't care how y'all feel. I would charge $300 to $400 and say, hey, if y'all need a Thanksgiving dinner, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll make y'all a Thanksgiving dinner. I'll make y'all, ladies or fellas, don't matter who you are. If you are talking about, hey, I can put together you a Thanksgiving dinner, some green beans, some chicken, some seasoned rice, I'll do that. But you're gonna pay me $300 or $400. Yes, yes, yes. Just the same way as people will pay for shoes, they'll pay for electronics, they'll pay for all the nuances of other things. Guess what? Being able to put together a holiday classic, that's a skill. So you got to know, cooking for yourself is one thing, but catering is another thing. Mm, mm, I want to say really, because honestly, some people, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I've seen plenty of. I mean, because think about it like this: you'll make your money back and then some. Now I know a lot of people gonna start using that. Well, we all don't have them food stamps. And like, honestly, dude, y'all got to get off that nuance of using the food stamp talk. Like, really, like beating the dead horse about the food stamp stuff is not even remotely a thing. Food stamps ain't doing denting shit. It's not. And I know there's a lot of people in these spaces don't want to touch on holiday spending because they themselves will be online trying to get people to help fund them, or B, they're afraid to actually attack reality. That guess what? It's starting to become unaffordable for some people. I know. I know. It is starting to become unaffordable. You gotta have something to start with, a skill to do anything that's good, no matter what the skill is. But it's also showcasing that a lot of people do not have that the connecting these broken these broken ties to actually wanting to build or have alongside with family. It ain't there's no amount of money that can just fix that. That's something that you yourself have to be willing to do. That's something you yourself have to be willing to do. Um, Back then, probably $100 to $200 probably would have got you a whole Thanksgiving dinner. No, I would say that no, 300, three to $400 would have been a Thanksgiving dinner. $300 to $400 would have been a Thanksgiving dinner. Now you're gonna hear some people gonna blame it on the immigrants. You're gonna hear some people blame it on different things, anything to scale out the blame. But I'm telling you right now, start doing what you can. Get that newspaper. Start shopping on sale. Make sure y'all don't put no. I don't want no anti-American hate speech in my comments. Not today. Not the rest of this year. I don't want no anti-American shit. Okay. I'm cleaning. I'm going to be cleaning up a lot of my shit. So, uh, care how you feel. If you can't politically accurately speak about it, I just don't want to hear it right now. Right now we got enough. We got enough going on as a society. Um, and I don't think that it's going to go very well. Back then, the national debt was 15 trillion US dollars. I agree. No, actually, it was higher. It's actually higher. It's been higher than that for a while since Obama. People haven't been paying attention to what's going on. Well, people have been paying attention to what's been going on with the agriculture because they done talked about the farmlands have been burning up. They done already talked about Bill Gates buying up majority of the agricultural farms over in the West. People have been. It's just that you got to think like how many farmers are in these spaces to talk about it. How many farmers are in certain channels that you would go to? It's not like it's not known. It's just is that the conversation it's having? Like, can how many people can actually go out there and farm and produce a certain type of yield? I mean, I got some pretty good crops that came in this year. I got some pretty good crops. But see, those types of focuses versus that of the focuses of what people are talking about now, food or talking about sex. Food, sex. Like I could physically go to the gas station or the store and I can go to the gas station and watch the gas hike up throughout the day. I can go to the grocery stores. Milk runs you about four to $5, depending on where you at. Depending on the type of milk too. Toilet paper, whoo. Toilet paper gonna hit you $20. I almost think I might have to go back to the good old days. Like, hey, grandma get everybody get their own rag, and that's the rag you use to wipe your butt. See, my grandma was from that type of time. She was from that time, so I had some of that rearing. You know, this do other groups care to I don't when I say other groups they do the holiday thing, not really. When I say some people are doing the um some people are doing the American culture of fellowshipping. I want to say no, they really don't until like they get into a certain type of rhythm or groove. They really don't. Like that's not really a thing. I ain't gonna be on here too long because I got another bigger show to go do. Oh man, it's 12 something, and I probably it's 12 something, and I have other things um, but no, this is what like I hear people talking about protection, people talking about wanting love and all the other stuff. Like, do I see other groups participating in Thanksgiving? They do, but I see it whereas to they don't do that until they get to a certain pinnacle. I would say the what's going on, Chantel? Funny, I was just eating cornbread and greens with my hands, and my son asked, "Why are you eating like you're on slavery date?" I said, "Yeah, like the boy spoke from ignorance. He spoke from ignorance, Chantel. Like that is a way we eat cornbread. You don't eat cornbread with a fork. You don't eat cornbread with a spoon. That's how you eat cornbread. You just grab it. It's cornmeal paste together into a bread. You put you get your greens, your rice, your neck bone, or whatever type of meat. You get your cornbread, or well, some people call it sweet bread. But some people are so culturally removed from certain things, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. I was I had it like that. I was grown like that. You know, cornbread, cornbread raised early in the morning. Depending on if there was some left, my mom or my grandma would heat it up in a bowl, put a little sugar on it, put some milk on there, and you had that for breakfast. cornbread and milk. I just love eating that. It was a breakfast thing. Greens and rice and neck bone, turnip, ham hock. I know a lot of people say those are, bad foods, but depending on the type of workload that you worked, that was actually the food that you needed for substance and sustainability. Those foods cost money. Those foods took a certain type of talent and preparation and skill. I don't see some people going over to other countries and telling them what not to cook and eat and some stuff, and they be eating some pretty deadly stuff. Watch this guy skin open some cobra that kills lions and stuff. If he eats it inaccurately, he'll die. People still eating that kind of stuff. It's it's definitely been a thing. Well, it is, but then it's certain types of subtleties of dinner, like certain people, certain people feel shame about eating chicken, watermelon. Now I don't care if you don't like chicken or watermelon. I'm still gonna eat it. I'm still gonna eat it. I don't care what y'all say. Other people can eat it. You know what I'm saying? Am I supposed to feel shame about eating something? No. I'm gonna eat what I like. I bought it, paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. It's what I like to partake in. I think we have this thing where we are not no, I get what you're saying. I'm talking about home cooked meals, not food you obviously use hands to eat with. Come on. No, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I listen, I get what you're saying. The Jiffy, I don't know. I don't know a church lady who doesn't have Jiffy. I don't know a church lady who don't have Jiffy in their cupboard. Y'all know how old Jiffy is? That goes back to World War II. That's how old they are. Right. I don't like I listen, I'm that type of person, neck bone, eat the greens right off of it and everything. Take the bone, spit it out, keep going. Fish, my uncle had to teach me how to eat the fish with the take the bread. Those are things that I was reared through. I grew up. I grew up as a child watching older women in the kitchen and women in the kitchen. I've seen my father in the kitchen. My dad could cook every New Year's. My dad would cook Hoppin' John dirty rice. I don't hear a lot of people talking about that. Papa John dirty rice. That's a seasonal, traditional, spiritual food. Seasonal, spiritual, traditional food. That's neck bone, black eyed peas, dirty rice. And you make a big basin of it. Big basin. And it's so filling and so hefty. It's not something. My grandmother ate most of her food with her hands. My son is 2000s child. Then that I'm gonna tell you all this. What's coming down the road, I don't know how a lot of the children, ain't no amount of prayer, ain't no amount of whatever they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these men and women cannot cook, cannot handle, and cannot maintain certain piloted traditions. They can't. I saw that when I was in the military, and when I was a few of us soldiers, we had a hot plate, and we had gotten some pots and some stuff from the kitchen. We were making our own Southern dinner for Thanksgiving. We didn't want that defect stuff. We wanted our own. And the youngest soldiers was like, all right, where the woman at that's cooking it? Look around. What, ain't no damn woman, boy. You mean a woman? How y'all learn how to cook like this? Because our parents and our grandparents taught us how to cook like this. You had to learn how to cook something, or you starve. So you had to learn. It's part of the household. You learn to cook. I swear, man, YouTube University, man, remains undefeated. That's why sometimes when I be talking to some of these people, I don't like I'm done trying to fuck with a lot of these people, man. Like like my spiritual exhaust tank is gone, depleted. I don't give a fuck to try to figure out a lot of these people, man. They can't talk to me anything about like talk to me about what? I don't give a fuck about these channels and all this shit. They don't talk about anything holistically real. What I'm telling y'all right now is reality. Motherfuckers gonna be hurting Thanksgiving. Fuck a Black Friday sale. Fuck a Cyber Monday. How? This social media stuff, it's all apparatus of making you think something is what's going on. What's happening right now in those grocery stores, what's happening right now with the gas, what's happening right now with the housing, that's reality. Fuck y'all talking about. You can make soap. There was ways to make soap back then. Soap was one of the oldest things that we made. You see, Chantel, soap is 2800 BC. So now people we had soap. Soap is old. There are different forms and different methods of soap that you can get from roots. You can get from plants. All this chemical type of shit. There's other natural types of soaps that you can use that you can clean your body. You can boil some water, heat that up. Boiling water always clean. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just heat up the water. Yeah, we had that. Why I'm excuse my eyes with glasses on. Uh, Pretty much. I'm still trying to wake up. It's a habit. It's a habit. It's a habit. Pretty much for me being overseas, I developed that habit. Being out there in that damn sand. So now I just naturally. So when I start focusing or thinking about certain stuff, I do that. Don't mean to, but I do that. I do that a lot. Um, I would definitely say, as far as it goes, I talk about the latest. I look at the latest things that I want to make my own soap. You can. There's different. There's books. I know they got channels on how to make soap, but I would say you'd be better off going to like books, like actual in-depth books. But some people need videos. Like go to people that actually do it. Hey, can I be an apprentice under you? Know how to make soaps? You know, make a soap. I try to tell y'all need understand. A lot of people are hurting, man. Like I'm now, I'm now just coming down on you know some people that have not like I don't know how much you can like a lot of said stuff come 2024. A lot of these drawn out conversations are going to be for naught. Like what's going on right now with Gaza, Israel, the Middle East. in my in my honest opinion, like I got 5 streams of income, and I still don't feel like that's enough. This is why a lot of Americans are avoiding the family population. It costs too much to have a baby. It costs too much to maintain a wife. It costs too much to maintain that of try to keep a family. We out of necessity did family because it was an enduring thing of a replacement process. Not saying that I'm forcing it down anybody's throat, but family is supposed to be a replacing process. I do what I do. I build what need to build, and then I'm replaced. And then they come after me and they replace it. There is no real replacement process, not for the American populace. Sadly, we're not passing on enough information. And I'm not talking about this YouTube shit. This YouTube shit is for naught. It's not really passing on anything. We're being out dominated by other entities that do not care or give a fuck about that of our way of life. Now, other people are saying, well, it's friendly competition. Friendly competition is you want to see more of that. This is not competition. This is replacing, you and I included. When I watch Latins go shop, right? I love it when I merchandise, when I'm doing that, having fun. And as I'm doing that, I'm seeing them come out there. Abuela, mama, papa, daughter, daughter probably with her husband. They go out shopping as a unit. Drive up there in their sprinter van or whatever shit that they drive up in there, right out to the sunset. Buy like $300 or $400 worth of shit. I want you to understand this is no hate. We're not out producing them. We're not out growing them. No, I don't want to say the quality of life is low. Depends on what you can afford.
If you're cheap, you're cheap. If you can only afford low quality, you can only afford low quality. I live a very high quality life. What can you afford? That's why when people talk to me about when people come to me about the woman should be happy for whatever I give her. Live by my means. And I'm like, nigga, are you broke? Are you what's wrong with you? Why are you talking? Why are you talking like that? Like what kind of bargain bin sale? Like, no, I want a high quality fucking life. I want a kingdom. I want heirs. Now I understand some people say, well, I don't want that. Well, okay, then motherfucker, move the fuck out the way. But then don't come around me with this legacy shit. Because I'm watching other groups do the legacy shit. They have their classisms of how they do the legacy. I went to a Subway franchise. Oh, I mean that's cool. I can't read y'all comments. Y'all comment ain't like y'all donate. Y'all donate to these bitches and these crazy motherfuckers. Look, I'm pivoting on looking at how come after this war that's going to happen, you will be making some choices. There will be some permanent classes. No, you're right about that, Mello. Mindful families do this anti-legacy shit is getting way out of control. And that's not a force. It doesn't really matter anymore. We're gonna start making some choices, man. There is a war that will be happening real soon. The problem is we just can't afford it. Honestly, just let them kill each other off. It's not our job to care about what happens to what happens to the world. I feel like, let the best man survive. I get tired of other groups and other races going up to the White House saying, what are you going to do about my country? Bitch, take your ass back to your country if you want to save it so badly. Fuck you over here in the U.S. asking us to fix your shit. The fuck? You in the U.S. telling the U.S. to go fix your shit over there, but then you want U.S. paid up. Fuck you. I'm not. No. 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 That's crazy. I'm seeing a lot of goddamn foreigners run up to the White House saying, hey, what about my country? Fuck. No. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all countries. I don't. Don't give a fuck. Y'all can unsubscribe. Go talk to Russia. Go talk to China. Right now, they're in the business of saving fucking countries and shit. You may not like how they do it, but I can promise you, when they do it, you're going to pay them back. See, that's the problem. Woe is me, the white devil. Y'all motherfuckers keep going up to his goddamn doorstep. Go to that Chinese devil. Go to that goddamn Aryan devil out there in the snow. Putin already took Ukraine. Y'all do know that, right? Oh, y'all didn't know that? Oh, that's that big news that we don't want to talk about. Hang on, let me go grab that shit for you. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, boy. They celebrating, boy. It is not going good over there. Listen, y'all ain't about to stop shit over there with them boys. Y'all ain't listen. Y'all think listen, y'all ain't stopping shit with Russia. It's a rat race right now. Right now it's between China with the finances and Russia with the goddamn strong arming. America, all that lip service shit, it ain't fooling nobody. Military 77% down with manpower, and goddamn, it ain't nobody smart enough to know how to put together a goddamn a button or a goddamn cruise shell missile. So we still trying to figure out submission and goddamn who gonna make turkey sandwiches and shit, and what a woman doing between her legs, bruh. It's a little bit over that. Like, listen, bruh. They are over there playing Call of Duty right now. They're having whole sales and shit. Support Israel right now. Like, listen, bro, this is not our problem. This is not our problem. Right here, not our problem. This is not our problem. I try to tell y'all, this is not our problem. Y'all keep thinking this is our no, there's not. Do you want to know why they want us to go over there and help them? Because guess what? Sooner or later, that war campaign of shit going on is going to get over to the Middle East. And guess what? Majority of the Middle East is already sided with those two other world powers. They already sided with them. Iran and Iraq, they were the Taliban. The Taliban already formulated with goddamn no, they already formulated with goddamn Russia. They didn't know that, did you? Oh, man, some people see y'all don't want to talk about, bro. Emperor Palpatine, aka Emperor Putin, that motherfucker, he was like, yo, bro, like y'all can talk y'all trash all y'all want. Y'all can use y'all Twitter fingers. I don't care. So whatever legacy you got, man, listen, man. Let's show y'all this right here. Russia's growing ties with Afghanistan. The strategic logic. No evidence Russia turning to Taliban for arms. With the White House, listen, the White House scared to actually ask that question, bro. U.S. breaks silence on Russia buying Afghans weapons. Say Taliban action would fly in the face of. See, like I said, America does not want to talk about that Taliban and the Taliban ISIS is in bed with China and Russia, and America's like, damn, is anybody want to listen to me? And they're like, no, we're not listening to you, motherfuckers. Like, we don't give a fuck. Y'all don't got no money. You're broke. We got the money. The Africans are now working with they praise the Russians like that's their new Jesus. France done. Y'all knew the French weren't going to ever fight. French don't fight. They run. Of course, they were going to run out on the Africans. So whatever type of policy of money, listen, right now, only thing an American can do right now is y'all might want to work on your own work. We're going to have to crack open that Keystone pipeline. I'm going to just tell you right now. That pipeline, all you Native Americans, y'all just got to get the fuck out the way. We got to crack that damn pipe back open, baby. That Gulf from Mexico, where that damn them oil rigs are at, hey, you got to turn that shit back on. It's over, baby. These old men, they. Hey, I told y'all, listen, bro. They are already doing deals with Putin. They're not playing with y'all. They don't need your US dollar. They don't need your US dollar no more. Why do I need your dollar? And guess what? We'll just make our own dollar. See, this is the thing about it, right? I can say this is only a penny. But if everybody in the chat says this penny is now worth $20, guess what? The majority supersedes that minority. The majority supersedes the minority. And ain't nothing you can say about that. Ain't nothing you can tell them or shame them. You can't. Like, a lot of people don't want to touch that because it hurts. They don't want to touch it. It hurts. When people were telling y'all, listen, man, you might want to start learning how to get some type of acquired type of legacy skill. When I say a legacy skill, something that is passable. Now, listen, this YouTube shit is not passable. This shit can easily be subvertedly, like, doggone co-opted. If they were to say today, BMT, we're taking your shit offline, guess what can I say? Oh, no, you can't do that. I have rights. Fuck your rights. Like, your rights don't mean nothing. Right now, they're up there at Capitol Hill, doggone changing the policy of rights. Like, what are y'all talking about? Why you think they don't mind when people say, fuck this, fuck that, we don't care about this tradition, we don't care about that dinner, we don't care about these kind of things that we have passed down? Why you think that they're for these things being dismantled? They don't have to hide it. They don't have to say, well, we told you. No, like, they don't have to do that no more, man. It is what it is, man. Like, understand this. Like, a lot of people are going to start sacrificing openly in 2024. When that starts happening, I won't have any care for judgment about what's going to happen. Hold on, let me go grab something. Like, it won't matter. Because no one will be safe. No one's going to be safe to actually doggone say, well, how could you betray us? Easy. I just did it. I'm grabbing y'all some nice little bean footage. I want to grab y'all some nice little bean footage really quick. Just be patient with me. I should have been done dropped these things. I just didn't. That was my fault. My fault. But I did say I was going to address this. Shit. Hang on. Let me get this out the way. I might as well. Okay. That Vic. Oh, somebody asked me about the Vic person. Everybody go watch the last episode of South Park. Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. South Park, they talk about a lot of stuff. They talk about a lot of sad stuff that a few people are afraid to actually touch upon because how they address it, it hurts. Here's why the elite support that. Nope. Iran already did that one. Oh, let me go ahead and get this shit out the way too, boy. Y'all know, hey, all you dudes who were for that Bitcoin shit, y'all know Bitcoin is dead. I want y'all to understand that. All these people who were like propping up Bitcoin and were doing all that other shit, that shit's done. That shit is dead. Bitcoin is dead. They done. Listen, bro. I told you, bro. Your status as a billionaire to a poor man does not matter anymore to these agencies. When they ready to get rid of your ass, they're gonna get rid of you. Nah, that Bitcoin shit dead. You can that shit ain't no booming. That's a scam. Like, let me also show you this corny little dude. Uh that shit, you're gonna have to prove that shit to me. Let's go start grabbing some stuff. Let's start grabbing some stuff. Ooh, hang on. All right, so let's grab the first one. So, well, that then again, y'all can put y'all money into what y'all want to. I find it interesting. Now, let me show y'all this shit. Let me show y'all this one. Like, let me show you. This one is hilarious. This one's hilarious.
There's a long tradition of Black folk who have stood up and spoken out against the occupation of Palestine and spoken for the liberation and self-determination of the Palestinian people. I'm Mark Lamont Hill, and this is a word about why Black Americans should support Palestinian liberation.
Listen, man. I'm so tired of hearing all this. Support the Mexicans, support the Brown, support the Palestinians, support the devil, support this, support that. Fuck y'all. I'm tired of supporting y'all. Y'all support me. Like, I'm not. No. No. Listen, there's always these, like, exactly, Jasmine. Like, there's got to be a fucking joke. Like, you can't make this shit up where these motherfuckers ride on these horses and just be like, this is why we should support. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Damn. These dudes just be like, yo, these dudes be just riding out of nowhere every time. Every time, bro. Like, yo, bro. That same support you want to put into that motherfucker, they ain't throwing no rocks for you, bro. I swear, boy. Hey, if you need a goddamn give me that fetchanigga.com, hey, bro. You can't make this shit up. This is why we support Mal. I'm like, man, where they, yo, bro? We got this fetish of just supporting shit that just don't got shit to do with us, bro. How does this financially, socially benefit us? Any of y'all? Don't even, I'm not even doing the collective shit. I'm just saying, I need to know. I don't give a fuck. Listen, bro, when y'all be coming to me like support this country, support, I'll be like, bitch, why? Ain't my shit. I ain't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I don't see if anybody would have heard that from on this page. Listen, bro. This motherfucker came out, got the nice, I'm super black. And like, yo.
I'm Mark Lamont Hill, and this is a word about why Black Americans should support Palestinian liberation. I first became interested in the Middle East when I became interested in Malcolm X.
What?
I read Malcolm's story, and when I saw that Malcolm in 1959 and again in 1964 had made these trips to Africa and also to the Middle East, I became interested in what Malcolm was interested in, which was thinking about Black freedom on a global scale. I then went back to graduate school after my PhD to pursue another degree in Middle East studies. I wanted to know what it meant to be Black in Jordan or Iran or Egypt or Palestine. Since the end
Hey, man, why are we always losing, bro? Why are we always losing, bro? Mella, I need you to go talk to these men. D. Darrell, Cyrus, somebody please go talk to these dudes, man. Like, they always like volunteering us. I listen, bro. Y'all ain't volunteering me for shit, bro. I'm good. Motherfuckers love volunteering. This is why we need to.
end of the 19th century, there has been a growing battle over the area that is now known as Israel and Palestine. Waves of Jewish immigration into the region combined with tensions over land, over employment, over law.
Y'all don't see not one Negro. You don't see not one Negro from Shaka Zulu over there running around in that motherfucker. Y'all don't see not one this running around. Y'all think y'all gonna see this out there running around? No. Y'all, recruitment is at an all-time high.
Over what the state would look like have gotten more and more and more intense over this period of time. Over decades, we saw greater and greater emphasis on pushing Palestinians off of the land, taking away land rights, taking away employment opportunities. And you saw resistance, you saw struggle, you saw battles. And at the same time, you also have increased anti-Semitism, you have increased pressure around the globe, which is compounded once you get to the 1930s and 1940s, because you now have this thing called World War II. Of course, you have the Holocaust. You have all these things that are legitimizing a very real need to find a safe haven for Jewish people. The question was, how do we provide a safe haven for Jewish people and still honor the fact that there are indigenous Palestinians on this land who have a right to be here? And so for that reason, we see a struggle over the region and over that particular slice of land that continues until today. To call it a settler colonial project is not to deny the legitimacy of Judaism or of Jewish people in the region. Settler colonialism is not just controlling the territory and the land, but it's actually moving onto that land and replacing the indigenous people of the land. Israeli settler colonialism is more complicated than other places. There is a long-standing and legitimate Jewish presence in Israel and in historic Palestine. And what we've seen since 1882, which is the beginning of the first major immigration, is not just a wave of people coming in, but a very organized and systematic attempt to push Palestinians out. I don't like to make apples to apples comparisons between what Palestinians are going through and
Here
what
we
Black
go.
people are going through. I don't want people to feel like the struggles have to be the same to be worth the. I want people to feel like the struggles have to be the same to be worth the investment in them. Black people are going through. I don't want.
Here we go. So here we go. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know where. But I knew there's going to be something where we're going through the same shit somewhere at some point. Listen. Y'all want to go save these goddamn countries? Passport bros. Start flying these motherfuckers out. You can get your citizenship if you go over there. You just got to survive. You can go over there. But this is honestly what's going on now. Yeah. Y'all want to know what this is it. This is it. I'm not going. I don't give a fuck to go. I don't give a fuck to go. So that's y'all don't have to try to sell it to me. Mark down them goddamn food prices, them gas prices. That's what I need y'all to sell me. Not this bullshit right here. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the next one. This. I have so much stuff I got to go get on. Let's get at Bitcoin because I know people want to talk about Bitcoin real quick.
The jury has reached a verdict in the trial of Sam Bankman-Fried. Joining me now is Fox Business correspondent Kelly O'Grady. Kelly, what do we know tonight?
Good evening to you, Laura. So we are getting word that Sam Bankman-Fried has been found guilty of the charges. We cannot confirm how many charges he has been found guilty yet of. There were 7 counts, including wire fraud, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, as well as conspiracy to commit money laundering and a number of others. But if convicted on all charges, he is facing up to 110 years in prison. Now, the jury began deliberating after a month-long trial at roughly 3:15 today. So do the math. They came to the verdict within 4 hours, just over 4 hours. That is never a good sign for the defendant. I'll tell you, even in the Bernie Madoff trial, they took 4 days to come to a verdict. The Elizabeth Holmes trial, 7 days. Now, what happens from here? We are expecting, of course, for the defendant to file an appeal. There is also a March trial where he faces a number of other counts and decades more in prison. Certainly the fact that he has been found guilty tonight, not looking good for that March trial. But I will say I've been in the courtroom, Laura, a number of times, and I think really...
Y'all king of Bitcoin. This man is going to be doing over 100 years. 100 years in prison. Bro, I'll just take myself out the world, bro. If I know I'm about to do 100 years in prison, y'all, listen, y'all, they done took y'all money. Y'all ain't getting that shit back. Whatever that money is that y'all put into that Monopoly toy money, that shit gone, bro. That shit gone. That shit gone. And they ain't gonna tell y'all where it's at. All them people that had his back. Listen, you gave me over 100 years, bro. I'm taking myself out, bro. That literally, no. I would literally, y'all better never give me a pen. I would literally take whatever money I have left. Tell somebody to sneak me off some fentanyl. And I would just go in the bathroom and just take myself out. What luxury prison? How can you go to luxury prison? You got to have money. Got to have money. Y'all, everybody think like everybody. You got to have money. How is prison a luxury? I was trying to figure out, how is prison a luxury? I don't get that. Your freedom is gone. Your freedom is gone. It's gone. Prison can't be no luxury. Y'all be calling anything luxuries now. No, that's not a luxury. 110 years inside of no. Eating ramen noodles and sharing man booty. No, that's no. I'll go in the bathroom, do some fentanyl, take myself out. No. Let me grab this one. Now, this one is crazy.
Well, anger over the Israeli offensive in Gaza has led to a spike in anti-Semitic attacks around the world. In the wake of...
First off, I didn't even know Jews were in South America. I didn't even know that they were down there. I didn't know that they were down there, dude.
Of the Hamas terror attack, already traumatized Jewish communities have had to grapple with hate speech and verbal and physical abuse. Jews in many countries say they feel unsafe and like they're being held responsible for decisions and actions of the Israeli government.
Welcome to being a black person ever. Somebody does something wrong. Whoa!
That's the case, too, in Argentina, which has the largest Jewish community in South America.
Agustina Said takes her son to a Jewish school in the Palermo neighborhood of Buenos Aires. Under his coat, the boy is wearing school uniform. But at other schools serving Argentina's Jewish community, children are no longer required to wear uniform. The reason given, security concerns after the Hamas attacks in Israel. Agustina works for the newspaper Diario AR. She's reported on how the climate for Jews in Argentina is becoming more and more threatening.
Why the fuck, whenever they show Passport Bros, this is just a side note. Why the fuck, whenever they show Passport Bros, their hotels be looking so raggedy and shit? I don't ever see y'all on this part of town.
Someone threw a stone at another Jewish school. My mother-in-law was shopping. The man standing in line behind her said, "Everybody hates you Jews." In the street, someone was told, "Go back to the ghetto."
Bruh, I get told that all the time when I've heard that before, like, go back to the ghetto. Like somebody tell I'm trying not to laugh, but do you know how often blacks are told to go back to the ghetto? Go back to your country? You get that for 1 week. Save us, David. Yo, bro. Nobody can. I'm telling you right now, man. Maybe we just built different. I think we really been built different. Oh, man. Everybody wants to be around blacks and talk shit about blacks. Y'all can't live a day as a black person. I think this is like the hardest difficulty. Go back to the ghetto was the worst thing told to her? Man. Shit. I've heard that plenty of times. I laughed. I said, okay, roast session, let's begin.
It scares me a little, but mostly it makes me angry.
That scares you.
Videos like this of an elderly woman verbally abusing a Jewish man are adding to the anger felt by many. Political journalist Romina Manguel hosts a program on the radio station Radio Con Vos. The Jewish school her daughters attend is one of those no longer requiring students to wear uniform, so they cannot be identified. She understands, but warns of the contradiction of going from pride in the faith to hiding it.
They stop wearing the kippah, and to put that respectful distance between God and man, they wear a baseball cap or a soccer cap. The parents of many of my daughter's friends took away their Star of David necklaces. Many dads and mums are considering not sending their children on school trips.
In Argentina, synagogues, schools and Jewish clubs maintain strong security measures. They were introduced after more than 100 people were killed in the 19
children on school trips.
You know,
in our
I'm curious, how long have they been there to have built that building? Wow. Like, how long were they there to... Damn, how long were y'all down there?
Argentina, synagogues, schools and Jewish clubs maintain strong security measures. They were introduced after more than 100 people were killed in the 1992 bombing of the Israeli embassy and the 1994 bombing of a Jewish community center. One of the survivors of that attack is Daniel Pomerantz. He's now the center's executive director, and he's not afraid of the current climate.
In Argentina, fortunately, in the last few years, and particularly in the city of Buenos Aires, there has been a trend towards coexistence. Our society is rich and diverse, but we need to be vigilant.
Lautaro Brodsky wrote the book Dictatorship and Anti-Semitism about Argentina's military dictatorship from 1976 to 1983. Despite the current tension, he remains active in the Jewish community, visiting liberal Jewish centers where he helps teach Yiddish, for example.
I don't want to live in fear. The community is very divided. Those of us who do not support what Israel is doing in the Palestinian territories suffer certain political discrimination. I recently read a tweet from a rabbi who said we should be expelled.
Although some Jews say they are not afraid, authorities are concerned and have tightened security at Jewish institutions.
Let's bring in DW correspondent Martin Gak. He's an ethics and religious affairs.
So I want y'all to understand that a lot of the world is like not really going down like that type of supportive route. Like they're not. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, BMT, like, you know what I'm saying? That's anti. No, listen, man. Like, listen, I told you, bro. This is a fight that I'm telling you right now is going to cost us. Now, a lot of people thinking, oh, man, so you're going to stand up for that what's right? No, listen, this is not our problem. These people got money. Time for us to start cutting off some funding. Let them go ahead and do what the fuck they got to do. Not our problem, man. Not our problem. All right, y'all. I got a show coming up later on. I'll see you guys later. this right here, hey, y'all take it for what it is. Definitely y'all can catch this at the DW News. That's the World News. Y'all can check that out. Again, the Sam Bankman, the guy who's over who was over Bitcoin. Yeah, that shit crumbled and crashed. I'll see you guys later. I'm BMT. Peace.
Cookie in the rotten apple. Take a bite, taste the worm. Embrace the world of reality with face to learn. Co-connects and drug busts. Graveyards with thugs rest. I keep my mug blessed. The evil is a legal substance. Soul, roll mob deep. Guns in the black Jeep. Mag 11th and legends. Cracks in the streets. Patroller, gold money folder. Gun happy soldiers. Never sober, taking over. My blood is colder. Niggas respect violence, so I become it. I'm from it. I even done it. Blunt it, so run it.
Yeah, son, you know what this is. Take it off me. Come on, Donald. Come at me like that. Come on,
yeah, now. Imagine this. No gun, no knife. It's a one-on-one, now we got to fight. Imagine this. No gun, no knife. It's a one-on-one, son. Yo, I'm a cream fiend with a mean dream. Brain full of schemes. My crew's rolling fresh out their greens. Give you what you never